have arrived.
Okay, close that door, baby.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my gosh. You are now listening to an all women's podcast.
Maybe I can't relate.
Maybe I can't relate.
What's good? What's good? What's up, y'all, ladies and gents? Even though it ain't supposed to be no gentlemen in here, we gonna kick them out, T.
Yeah, we're going to kick them out. Nah, we'll let them stay on there for the first round. They might have some questions or something they want to ask.
All right, y'all. Lucky she said that because I'm gonna say just stay in the corner and try to stay quiet. So, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Maybe I Can't Relate podcast. This is a podcast where we try to relate to everything, but sometimes maybe I just can't fucking relate.
Maybe I can't relate. Maybe I just can't relate. And you said that right, Annie. Maybe I can't relate at other things, and maybe I can relate on some things. And this is brought to you by King's Castle ENT.com. King's Castle Entertainment is the fastest growing production company in the state of Florida. Go to kingscastleent.com and shop for their sundresses. You can get you some sunglasses. You know, the summer is coming up. Get you some slippers, as well as other skincare and hair care products. And then your wife will be so happy.
Yeah, and that's all you need to fucking care about is making your wife happy.
Right. And that's the reason why I said that they should go on and stay on here, is so that they, maybe they might have some questions or something. Mother's Day is coming up. They might want to hit us up on our Facebook at Maybe I Can't Relate on Facebook, or you can go to Mama T. Let's talk about it, and then you can also go on Anni Loc as well if you want some private conversations.
That's right. Make sure you tuned in and tapped in with us on the group. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get right on into our topic. But first, I want to remind y'all that at kingscastleent.com, that's where you can find our movies. If you want to be in some reality shows, you want to be casted in the film, that's the website where you go, and we handle everything over there. If you want music on the soundtracks of one of our films we got coming out, if you want to sponsor a film, if you want to be shouted out on this show, because sometimes we talk about fashion on here. We might be talking about our favorite drinks sometimes. Sometimes we might be speaking on, our favorite skincare creams and stuff like that. So you will hear those type of products being mentioned. If you would like your product being mentioned on this show, just reach out to us at info@kingscastleent.com. So allow us to introduce ourselves. Like she said, she's Mama T. I'm Anni Loc. I don't know. I don't really have a way that I want to introduce myself. This is our very first show. So if you're tuned in tonight, you are privy to a very special recording tonight. This is our first time doing this show. It's called Maybe I Can't Relate. And we got a very interesting topic, that we getting into today. But before we do that, we're going to play a game. So how you feeling, Mama T?
I'm feeling good. I want all the games. Let's do it. You guys be patient with us. This is our first time venturing off on our own. We have a lot to say. You're talking about two strong individuals from two different sides of the generation. You're going to get you a little young thing going on and trendy stuff. And then you get you some old school at the same time, but we're going to mix it all together, and it's all going to be for the ladies. It's a safe place for you, for sure.
Absolutely. So how was your weekend? Even though it's Tuesday instead of Monday, how was your weekend?
I came out here from Florida. Came out here from Ohio to Florida. And so I had my grandchildren. You know me, Mama T. I'm always trying to stay peaceful, positive, productive, and Black at all times. With the wisdom and the strength of a Black woman. And also very, very understanding with a heart of gold. I really don't do too much, Annie. Just thinking about what's going on in the world. Got a lot to say about relationships for sure. That's my topic all the way. How was your weekend?
For sure. I had a pretty busy weekend. I'm always jet lagged. When I get off planes, I'm just not myself, but I just let it happen. I just let it happen. I try not to be too hard on myself, but we've been getting a lot of shit done actually for the past 2 days for me to be happy. Despite of how I'm feeling, just a little jet lagged and stuff. It's just different when you land in different time zones and traveling and stuff like that, it just does a little bit of a number on your body and like just how tired you feel a little bit and stuff like that. But today, like today's show it's about Zeus, but I feel like there's a moral to the story, you know, because you can't trust everybody and you can't go into business with everybody. And it's like, this is like the worst of the worst that it could get. Like when you thought you could trust somebody, at least people will break off some of the money that, you know what I mean, that you're making off the venture that you put all your hard work and sweat and money into. But that's not what's going on over at Zeus. So I think it's going to be pretty interesting. Diving into that and letting our viewers know what's the situation over there. We got a couple videos we're going to play for y'all. And, you know, we're going to jump down the rabbit hole a little bit and maybe, you know, we just conversate. Basically, that's what we're going to do on this show. And we're just going to conversate whatever comes naturally as far as like what the topic is.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm excited about this topic because, you know me, I didn't really know too much about Zeus at first until my girl Annie, that's why we're a good team. She had me go and take a look at a couple of things. And Annie, girl.
What you think about Zeus? Wait. I told her the Erica Mena show. And I told her to watch Baddie. So which one did you pick? You watched Baddie?
Oh my goodness. I kind of jumped around on both. I was kind of interested in the Erica Mena actually, because I've never seen a show like that before, to be honest with you. And with me knowing about Love and Hip Hop and knowing where she came from and, you know, in her scene, I don't know. I just think the whole network is kind of a little different though, for sure. But to find out how it started.
Are you trying not to say ghetto?
Well, no, I would. Okay, so the Hip Hop Awards is ghetto.
Okay.
I don't know because
point.
Yeah, but you know, it can be like Tubi's. Tubi started out one way, and then now they actually really have some good movies on there. So it's not all, you know, CD rated movies. I mean, you guys, you have a movie on there as well that's very, very good. So, you know, I don't know. It's just that Zeus thing is, and then to hear all the other stuff that's going on behind the scenes, that stuff is crazy. Very crazy.
I just feel like Zeus might have started a new wave for real, like a new wave of entertainment to where like people might fake it what's going on over at Zeus, but at Zeus is happening for real. Like they're trying to shoot a scene for a show and it's just so much arguing or like people running up on people. Like it's so much other stuff happening that becomes the show, basically, is what happens over there.
But you know, I think the whole network though is about negativity, to be honest with you.
Now we getting somewhere. Okay, now we getting a little bit.
You know, I kind of scrolled through and kind of was like, why is it that every single show is chaos? I mean, just chaos. I even seen that they had what is the young people? I'm trying not to date myself, you guys. Blueface and Krishan or whatever.
Krishan, yeah, I love that. Yeah. Go actually watch that show. We used to watch that, but I mean, I guess it's like one season or something.
But so look at what's going on with them.
You mean currently, right?
Yes.
I'm not up to date. Like, are they married now?
I think he's in jail.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't keep up with the Blueface. I had to do
he's been in jail for a while.
Look, I had to go watch Zeus just like you went to watch Zeus.
Yeah. He's been in jail for a while, for a good little minute. And she was in jail. She had a baby. Yeah.
So you know what time it is.
Got that fashion police going on.
Yes, ma'am. That's the sound of the fashion police. So every single week, unless we change our lineup, every single week on Maybe I Can't Relate, we will be going to a different red carpet, kind of like checking out what your favorite celebrities are out there wearing on the red carpet. So I try to pick some good ones, but you just never know what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's coming out dressed to impress. Some people might have like had some mishaps before they left. Some people, you know, might have had jeans so tight you see the veins in they asshole. Like, we don't know, but we're going to go ahead and check out the iHeart Music Awards. the iHeart Music Awards. The first artist that we have. Let me take a sip first because we're just gonna give our comment and our 2 cents. So we got LL Cool J. He's wearing a blue ensemble. It's the blue top with the blue bottom. I feel like the shoes is matching with the hat. It's a hit for me. Is it a hit or miss for you?
Girl, I am from yeah, LL Cool J. He can come out with his pajamas on, and it'll be all right with me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's nice.
If he come out in his socks, I don't
That's
know.
nice.
That's gonna be a miss, a big miss.
Hey, hey, I don't know, girl.
So, okay, so LL Cool J was a hit at the iHeartRadio
That's a
Awards.
hit
Shout
for
out to
me. Yeah.
LL.
Shout out
Shout out to
LL.
LL.
So that's the where were they located at the iHeartRadio awards?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where it was at, but
Uh, I
it
don't
was
know
a
about
star-studded event though.
this.
Like I don't see. I mean, you're gonna
I
have all the
don't
good people on the red
know.
carpet, basically, because like I know people that go to these awards and stuff, because they're very crowded events. I don't know where that one was at though.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I don't like the peekaboo downward cleavage thing. I don't
You
think I like
right.
that. That kind of backwards, doesn't it?
So Ashanti is a miss.
Yeah, she's a miss, and he's a miss too. He's too old to be wearing leather pants with white tennis shoes, and he's not even from New York to even have his pants like that. So nah, they doing too much. I don't like this. This is a miss for me. The whole thing is wrong.
I would say this outfit is an absolute miss. Like their faces are to die for. Like their faces, they're both complete tens until you go below the neck. He's got on this big ass chain, which that's fine with like a plain t-shirt, but the outfit is doing too much. You can't wear the Guess jacket over that, and then you're trying
Right,
to match the Guess jacket with the pants. It's giving 50, but not the good kind of 50 because you're trying to roll up your pants legs and like
right, right.
2,000 feet.
Yeah, no,
So it don't really go. She looked
yeah,
like a
no. I
teacup a
didn't like
little
that
bit.
one.
Like I don't think the dress was comfortable.
Yeah, but she is gorgeous, though. She is very, very gorgeous. Shanti is very
Yes.
gorgeous.
And it's crazy
Okay.
for Black to be a miss for me because I love Black. Like you can't really miss with me with Black, but they
Okay.
miss.
Yeah, they did, and yeah, um, yeah.
I think this is JoJo Siwa. I'm not sure who we looking at, but shout out to JoJo Siwa at the iHeartRadio Awards. She's wearing some type of like baggy
Mm,
jeans. To me, the outfit is a complete miss, but I mean,
mm.
she
I
was
think
having
as far
fun.
as
So for her, it's a
expressing
hit.
her,
It's almost like a hit because it's for her. It's hers.
yeah, I want to say for expression, she's being very expressive, and I think that that's a good thing. I don't know. I think the out for her, yes, I guess. Is that her hair or is that a hat?
She got on some type of headpiece. She
No,
got
I
on
don't
some
know
type of
about that
headpiece.
one.
I'm sure it was a hit for like a lot of people there, and just her personality. Like everybody can't wear everything, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her the hit.
Yeah, yeah, I guess I'll give her a hit just because for personality, and that's her. I wouldn't recommend it, but
Yeah. Offset. What you thinking about Offset? Guys, if you wear them kind of boots, like just know that you ain't a lot of women's type when you wear them kind of shoes.
well, he might want to try to get tall, be taller. Maybe that's probably what the thing is with him. I'm like, no.
That's a hella turn off too. Like a man with some shoes on that's trying to make him taller. You
Well, I
going
don't
for
know,
it?
because Prince used to wear heels,
Oh,
and hey, Prince
I
was
feel
the
like Prince was
man.
so fucking mean that he could wear whatever he wanted to wear. Like he will read the fuck out of you.
Prince was the man. He was the man for sure, for sure.
Yeah, I don't like it Offset. It's a miss.
Yeah, no, it's a miss for me too. That's a miss. That's a miss.
It's a miss and a mess
We got
at the
another. We
same
got
damn
another
time.
picture. Okay. I kind of like that. I think that's a hit. I kind of like it.
Glittery, shimmery. It's a
Yeah.
hit. It's
I
a
kind of
hit. It
like it.
fits.
It
It fits the
fits.
hair. Like she's got the mermaid hair. When you want to do that, like you got to be careful because you can overdo it. So like
Right,
plain hair,
right,
that's good.
right. I think
I'm giving y'all
that's
fashion tips here. You hear me? Now this bitch came out the house looking like a
no.
goddamn one of them crayons in the
She
crayon box
came out
that
look
the
like
kids rip the
Wendy.
paper off of. Like, trash,
Nah,
trash.
absolutely not. That's a miss all the way. Yeah, she looked like she looked like Nano Nano.
You know who she needs to date? She needs to date Edward Scissorhands. They'll be a perfect couple. I don't know
Right,
who that
right.
lady is. So this one is
No,
Money
no, that's a
Long.
miss.
Money Long.
She's
So Money
cute.
Long is out of Tampa. She was at the
I
iHeartRadio
like that.
Music Awards. She actually changed clothes. She did. I think this is the awards where she wore two different dresses, but this is definitely a hit. Like it's classic Hollywood, updo hair.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, she styled to
It's nice.
perfection.
It's a hit.
It's a hit.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm,
It's a hit. Like if I was at the party, I could dig it. You know, because it's him. Like I could dig it at the party.
mm-mm.
Would I put my man in it? No. Like Zoe wouldn't. Zoe, it'd be a mess with Zoe.
He looking like Uncle Joe, child. Mm-mm.
It's a
I'm
little too.
good.
Is it a little too zesty? Is it too
It's a
zesty for
two.
you?
It's a two something. I don't know what it is, but it ain't nothing. No,
Does he have nipples? Where his nipples at? All right, next. That was a hit for me, a miss for her.
Yeah, no, that's a miss for me.
That's Glorilla, rapper Glorilla.
No, I don't
That's
like
a
it.
hit.
I don't like that.
I feel like she never really missed. Like,
No.
what don't you like? The strings everywhere?
The string thing, it's just like giving I'm trying too hard. That's
Yeah,
giving
it's
I'm
not giving
trying too
classy at
hard.
all. It's
Yeah.
giving kind of like Spider Woman, like Spider something.
Yeah, I don't know what it's giving. It's not giving what it should be. And then that purse she got, that money bag, I don't like that.
Yep, it's $1 bag. That's a little bit cheap. I love the look because it matches her. Like even if I was to look at the bag and say that's giving like cheap vibes, that don't mean it's actually cheap, but it's giving cheap vibes, Glorilla. Let's be for real. You
Yeah,
know
it
what I'm
is.
saying? That's like one of those purses from anyway, like it's giving the little cheap, cute purse vibe. But look, she got a lace front on and like
She's giving
that's
fashion
her
bug
vibe. That's her vibe, like
avenue.
tattoos, you know. I don't want to say cheap because she don't look cheap, but yeah.
Yeah, they do look cheap though.
It's
I'll
a
say
hit
it.
for me. I like
All of
I
it.
like the ratchet look.
Yeah.
This one is a miss. It look uncomfortable. I'm sorry.
It looked like it's missing the rest of her dress.
Trash
I don't
bag.
know. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Next picture.
Go
That
home,
one
lady.
is.
Try again. So I don't know who she is.
This
You
is
said
giving
no
clearance.
so
This is
fast.
giving
Like,
clearance at Fashion Bug.
that is so true.
It is. It's giving clearance at Fashion Bug.
Yeah, but I know it's got to be like an expensive outfit. Then she got the pearls under there.
Yeah.
I feel like she's
You
trying to
always
show
tell
off her
nobody that it's
body though, and
expensive.
trying to be age appropriate. So it's kind of like it's gonna be a hit or miss. She missed.
Well, yeah, she missed on that one.
This is Tori Spelling. Like her family is
That's
in
her.
the
That's her though. That's her.
movie industry.
I like
You
Tori.
heard of her?
I like Tori.
Okay.
That's her. That's something she would wear. I like it. I like
See,
the
I
whole
don't know much
suspended thing
about this
going on.
bitch. Not that you're a bitch, Tori, but I don't know much about her. But what I do know about her just makes me think that like she feels entitled to show up places wearing some shit like this.
No, she's
But
been
like
through
you
a
said,
lot
it's her
in her life.
personality.
Yeah, I like it. I like it with the tennis shoes because she probably got Chuck Taylors on, which is my favorite. And then the suspenders. I like all that. Actually,
It looks soft. It's a miss for me. I mean, it matches though. She
It's
did a
a
good
hit
job
from you.
matching it. That's a miss for me. This bitch looked like she got hit with a fucking starburst.
I kind of like it.
So you wear that. So you wearing that
I
when we go
can't.
out,
No, no,
right?
no. I didn't say I would wear it. I didn't say I would wear it, but I do like it.
I like it for like a music video.
I
Like,
kind of like the jacket thing going on with the boobs. Yeah, I think if she wouldn't have did the hair, I think the hair threw it off. That was given too much because
yeah, hair is
it's already
important with
got
an
the stars
outfit.
and the pink on there. So yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I call that tacky.
Yeah, I kind of like the outfit though.
See, I'm like a classic girl. Like I like my blacks, I like my nudes. She hit this one on the she hit the nail on the head. Straight hair, pulled to the side, shoulders out. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous look. Like almost so gorgeous that I would have been scared to wear it. Lincoln, somebody would have had my dress on.
Right. I
Because
kind of
it's so
like it though.
like classic.
I don't know if I would wear that to an award show. I think an award show is for you to kind of, do something to make a wow. So this is just giving plain, but classy at the same time. So for a dinner date, yeah, I think it would be nice.
Yeah, dinner date. Like that's my
Yeah,
style.
yeah,
I would
dinner
definitely show
date
up
type
on the
of
red
thing.
carpet, dinner date ready.
I like this. I'm just gonna go. I'm
Yeah,
just
he can
going.
go.
I like that.
Go the hell
That
back
somebody
home,
made
Shay.
him go. Somebody made him go, but I like it. I really like it. I like that.
All right, so that was our fashion police game called Hit or Miss, and we was just checking out some of the outfits of your favorite celebrities. If you would like to go and watch the replay, make sure you check that out on YouTube, or you can go to our Facebook pages. We do have a page for Maybe I Can't Relate, and we also have a page for Let's Talk About It. Mama T, Let's Talk About It is also on Facebook. She got her own page. Maybe I Can't Relate. We got our own page. Make sure we're everywhere. Actually, we got an Instagram. Maybe
Yep.
I Can't Relate. We have the YouTube show. Maybe I Can't Relate. So as soon as we're done with today, you'll be able to search it up in that way and replay us and all that good stuff. Whatever you
Yeah,
missed.
and be patient with us now, guys. Be patient. You guys see us on Thursday nights, at between 7 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're just trying to get our little niche in and try to see, what's interesting out there for you guys to talk about. And if you guys want us to discuss anything from relationships to just regular stuff, anything, just hit us up and let us know, and we'll be more than happy to discuss it.
Are you ready to talk about relationships?
You know what? I am. I don't know, Annie. I think for me, all the little videos, I don't know if you know all the videos that's coming out of men telling women about things that men are doing, right? And my thing is that when it boils down to it, is that no matter what game you choose to play, you have to know your self-worth. You know what I mean? And sometimes when people say self-worth, they always say, oh, it's about, oh, you just being able to be on top of your game. No, 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 no. You have to actually break the words down, actually. So knowing is knowing consciously. If you consciously know that something is going on, So if you choose to stay, you stay. If you choose to go right and you're supposed to be going left, that's on you. You consciously know. Intentional. That's knowing. Knowing is intentionally doing something that is not right, right? So we got that out the way. Then now we got yours. That's belonging to, right? So know yours. So that's belonging to, take ownership of something or whatever it is that you're doing. You take ownership of it, right? And then the last one is worth, right? That's something of value. Again, something of value, ladies, something of value, something of importance, something as is deserving of being treated with respect. Now, I say all that, right? And usually people say, oh, no, you're worth because he's doing this. It's not about the men, ladies. You know what it's about? It's about women hurting women. It's really about women hurting women. And because you don't know your self worth, you're willing to sit back and wait on this guy to do whatever he's doing to someone else, right? In order for you to feel good. But guess what, ladies? All you're doing is just perpetrating the funk because it's only a matter of time. And hopefully he's learned or she has learned because sometimes when, same sex relationships, maybe they have learned and they do better. But my question to the ladies, my question to you, Annie, is why do we do that? Why is it that we're willing to allow hurt on another woman just to have
Baby, I can't
gratification?
relate. I can't relate, but it's women out there who literally like I don't understand it either because at the end of the day, you got to live that life and your unhappiness. Like you feeling like you got a one up on somebody and just to live unhappy, like that's redundant as hell to me. I don't have no understanding for it. And it's women that really do that. And you do have a lack of self-worth if you're the type of woman that will want to compete. Sometimes females don't even want your man. They want something that you have.
Right,
Like
absolutely.
y'all know that that's true. That's ringing. I'm ringing some bells out there, right? I know I'm ringing some
Absolutely,
bells.
absolutely, absolutely. But I think that when at the end of the day, we're all adults. And at the end of the day, we all go through relationships and we have broken up and gotten together, broken up, went with another relationship over things, right? However, when you have, I want to say, a sense of wealth, a sense of worth, then you'll know that it's something that you have to do for yourself. Like they say, you have those videos where I think Kevin Gates is really good. I really follow Kevin Gates, right? Whether he do any of the things that he say that he's doing or not, but I think he has good points and good valid points because for one, it's like, why are we doing this to one another? When we dress up, who do we dress up for, Annie? We dress up for another woman at the end
Well,
of the
that's
day.
not all the way true. I've heard that said before, but that's
Yeah,
not true for everybody. No, because I'm one of them women, like for real, like um yeah, I would like I don't know, like because you guys are against like for real. This that maybe I can't relate shit right here, like because a lot of women for real they like to click up, so you have to kind of hide yourself. Like if you put your man first, if you're the type of woman that's like really on that type of shit, because like you said, the majority of women are kind of like just trying to one up each other for real, you know.
yeah, pretty much. They're trying to run up on one up on each other. But you know what? I think that whole putting your man first thing is all baloney because you know you have, I say, not putting your man first, putting a worthy man first, right? Because what we tend to do is we tend to give boyfriends, husbands privileges. And what happens is sometimes they're ready for it and sometimes they're not. Sometimes some people can, I have learned that
I don't
people
believe in
can,
giving anybody anything though.
yeah, you're really not. You're really not at the end of the day. You're really not.
Sometimes you're giving away, like that's the thing, like you said, giving people certain privileges. Like sometimes you're giving away something that should be a little more precious to you. You know, like it's not just to be given. Like you, if he wasn't worthy of it, then you really should have been there. That's the problem. You're giving it away. Like
But see, the thing is that you don't know that he's not
true,
worthy until
true.
something happens, right?
You don't have all that
So
empathy for women.
yeah, yeah. So you tend to believe what a person says, right? However, when they show you who they are, I don't understand for the life of me why women stay like that. I don't get it. And and some people can look at me and go like, well, I know you've been in relationships before and I know that you've been. No, honey, when I know, I'm gone. I mean, that's just the way it is, whether it hurts or not, and it will hurt, right? But then I know eventually it's going to die down. Eventually, I'm going to be hurt. Eventually, it's going to happen. So why keep on with the eventuallys, right? When you know that humans are humans and you can fall in love whenever, right? So I don't know. I think that's something that I want to discuss more on my platform. If you guys know the answer to it, why is it that I call it torture. Why do women torture one another? Why do they torture themselves? Because basically that's what you're doing. If you are in a situation with someone and how you came into that situation is how it's always going to be. I learned that years ago.
Amen.
I have learned that
So
for
why?
life.
That's the question of the day. Why
But
are y'all? Say the question again. Why are y'all living through torture for the purpose of just being with a person?
Right. And lying to yourself, because you are lying to yourself if you tell me that you can totally trust someone that start out with dishonesty. There's no way. Now you can pretend in front of me and you can pretend online. You can pretend all you want, but let's stop pretending.
So we got comments from Alonzo. We got comments from Zobo. He said the whole network is giving 403 vibes. I don't know what 403 is. I think it means 304. Is that like a whore?
What's 403?
I don't know.
What's 403?
We told y'all about coming speaking that man language in here. This is a woman.
Oh, I think that's. Is he doing a beeper? Ho.
403. Okay, so Jonathan said a half of them lame boys are here. So shout out to them lame boys. And we about to hop on into our subject. Like we said, we're going to be talking about Zeus today. We're going to be diving into the rabbit hole of the Zeus Network being exposed. That's the title of our show today. Zeus Network Exposed. So let's go ahead and get into our first video. We got whatever dude's name was, my brother.
Lamorne tells me that he has a colleague named Lemmy Plummer who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie, by the way. He offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lamorne for connecting us. He never looked out for Lamorne. Now, at the time, I had the biggest series on the internet called The Cart Series. 500 million views. It was nominated for an Emmy, 4 Streamies, winning 2. Then Lemmy asked me, are there any other influencers I could bring on as partners because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Batch. He had the numbers.
Lemmy agreed. Batch agreed to join. Lemmy said we need one more partner, some diversity. So Batch reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1.
Welcome to the Taj Mahal.
Then Batch said, what about another good friend of ours, Amanda Cerny? She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now at this point, I broke down my equity so myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders.
Lemmy was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the 3 of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In our operating agreement, Lemmy's job was to put up the money for the first round of content, which he'd get back soon as we launched. Myself, Batch, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. He's like, look guys, I'm a nobody, and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer, we went hard as hell. As president, my job was also to go out and find as many creators as possible so that we could have enough content to live on the platform when it launched. To drive the necessary traffic to the platform, the flagship shows would be Batch, Amanda, and I also agreed to put season 2 of Cart onto Zeus. I even called in a favor from Uncle Snoop to pop up in the series, and he looked out for me.
Let's hear some poem. Strike 1. You've been watching too much Zeus, nephew.
Then we spoke to 25 other creators who are also friends of ours and told them we'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Let me promise all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Lemmy calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money, paying for Bad Escorts, Caught Season 2, and 4 other creative series. Now, bear in mind, contractually, we weren't supposed to put up any money.
Okay.
Come the fuck on. This dude, Lemmy, is a freaking character. Have y'all heard about what's going on at Zeus Network with this Lemmy, this Lemuel Plummer guy? He done took all the money, everything that he was supposed to pay back. The guys he called crying for the funding and shit. The guys who shot the movies. Oh, I stayed up all night. This is why you got to be careful in business. And it's like, he ain't show no signs. That's my thing. Like, cause you know, as Black people, we sometimes want to blame the victim. Like, as hood people, I should say, in the hood, you kind of want to blame the victim. Like, you know what, you got robbed. What the fuck was your dumb ass doing? Like, you got to like you want to blame the victim real quick, just to make sure that this is what it is. But yeah, like Lumi is dead ass wrong right now. Dead ass wrong. He's running off on the plug.
They are, but you know what? It always happens. It always happens to us when I can remember when Zeus came out. I thought it was going to be similar to like a lot of our type of shows and all of it. That's what I thought when they were saying that it was going on. But I mean, hey, it sounded like business to me. You got to be more careful.
Got to be more careful. That's sad though. It's really sad though when all it takes is for a person to have a heart. Like, it's hard to believe that people are this evil in this world, but that's kind of why I brought this story out too, is because like a lot of the things, like the choices that you make in life are going to be very important based on like the character of the people around you, because it's people in this world that will really, 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 I don't know. It just surprises me when I see evil shit, because like if he really got millions and such an amount of money, like I can't imagine not kicking back to the people who got it started, unless that was his plan from the beginning, which that's even more sinister. And they're also saying that over at Zeus Network, the reason why Baddies is becoming the most popular show now, things are starting to go that direction, is because Lemmy is kind of like a Diddy type of character. He's abusive to the women.
I can see it.
Using his notoriety and his money to collect the hoes. So what he do? Start making shows out of it. Basically, that's what I'm seeing. So
I can see that, because when I scroll through all the shows, there's no. They are literally fighting and just. The whole thing, and I'm thinking, that's not what I thought it was supposed to be about when they first started out, type of thing. But hey, I guess he's seen them. They came coming a mile away. They should have lawyered up. They should have, starting out instead of that homeboy shaking in the closet and the kitchen. Sometimes you can't shake over a hamburger at the barbecue grill. Girl. Sometimes you need to lawyer up, because look at what happened.
He needs to. Crazy. Yeah, I think they are though. I think they are, but the problem is they kind of broke. Like, you've been investing in your business for all this time, and you trust this kid, like you trust this guy. I ain't gonna call him a kid because he's a grown-ass man responsible for his actions. But that's probably about to hit the fan. I don't wish bad on anybody. I wish them the best over there, but karma is real. What goes around comes right back around. Yeah. And he done ran off on the plug. Basically. So we got another video from Zeus. It's gonna be Diamond the Body. She was a rapper, so she went to Zeus's show called Baddies, and she looks a lot different after going on Baddies, but luckily she got a after this incident. So we got a clip of Diamond the Body.
They asked me to come back to the set. They're like, oh, we need her back on the set. I'm holding a thing to my mouth. The shit is full of blood. My tooth is missing. I'm like, we need to go to the hospital, because the inside of my mouth was split too. The inside of my mouth was split. There was a big hole, like a piece of my lip just missing. It was gone. Face lumped up, you know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them I want to go to the hospital for my mouth, because at the end of the day, I never got a tooth knocked out. You know what I'm saying? My lip is bleeding. I don't know what's the procedure. I don't know. Like, I know they got to sew it together. Like, I need stitches. You know what I'm saying? And these people are telling me to go back on the set. I'm like, no, I need to go to a hospital. And then I get to the hospital. Like, I get to the hospital. They sent somebody with me to the hospital. But she ended up leaving maybe 2 hours in. So I'm at the hospital by myself, just with the security. Security's in the car. I'm in the hospital by myself with my friend. My friend came with me. The person that, my stylist.
So that was Diamond the Body telling her story about after she got her tooth knocked out last season. So she did all of this talking about changing her life, and she was just so distraught that she got hit harder than she ever been hit in her life, and her tooth is gone, and Zeus is like, they didn't care, everybody was evil, nobody gave a damn. But she's back again for the new season. So like whatever they got going on now, I think they in Africa. It's like Baddies Africa. And she's right back there again. So they kind of like just reel you back in. Like they'll offer you any amount of money to get you to come back. So I already noticed that about Zeus. Like they don't play no games.
You know what? Oh my God, that whole video was funny to me. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm sorry, you guys, but oh my God, that was hilarious. What does she expect, though? I mean, isn't the show called Baddies? They're fighting what?
I mean, I can't relate. I cannot relate.
I mean, she wanted somebody to hold her hand.
But that's not how production should be. You know what I mean? Just imagine coming into the industry that way. Like, you really think that that's what life is supposed to be like on the set of a movie? But I'm sure they're not the only company that acts like that. Like, basically, whatever happens on set, it's not a personal thing. It's all a business. And no, nobody gave a damn about her. I'm sure some of y'all out there been in environments where you've been around people who show you that they don't give a damn about you. When somebody shows you that they don't give a damn about whether you're okay or not, that made people you need to be around. I seen an episode where the girl, it was one of the girls, one of the big girls. I get them mixed up. It's Biggie and Rolly. So I get the two big girls mixed up.
Like I don't know about Biggie.
Rolly got the surgery.
That's the one that got the surgery. Okay, yeah.
And Biggie is the big Dominican.
She's the big Dominican. Yeah, okay.
But I saw them on a boat one day, whatever episode that was, where they were riding on a boat, and she was really, really scared. And I couldn't help but notice that, like, these girls are not your friend. Like, she started crying. You know how, like, sometimes when we're in a group of girls, like, everybody has their own personality, regardless of age. So, like, it's like a group of 8 of them, and they're on the boat, and she's freaking out that the dude is, like, hitting all these waves and stuff. So she get on her little stupid shit and start crying. But like, those people are not your friends. Like, it's a couple of them over there laughing at her. And it's just like, yeah, it's good TV, but that's not an environment of people that give a damn about you. And being around people that don't give a damn about you is not good for your health. It actually could cause your death. So stay woke out there.
But you know what, though? If you're in a position to where I wouldn't expect for somebody that's a not give a damn type of career. I was just saying, you know,
that you chose Daddy. You want to be Daddy when you grow up?
I mean, you chose. Yeah. I mean, that's just like a boxer or MMA fighter talking about, oh no, he hit me too hard. Oh no, you in it for the blood, you in it for the dirt.
And you're absolutely right. So watching the show, I gotta look at it like that. Like, girl, this is bad. Yeah. It's like, what you think you watching? What you think?
You know what? And that's one thing.
You gotta get her ass off that boat and take her ass home.
That's one thing that we need to stop doing as women. We need to stop putting ourselves in situations and then turn around and talk about, oh, but I'm a girl. No, you came into Baddies to fight. You are fighting someone. You're there to fight. You're there to hurt someone. So therefore, you get hurt. It's just your turn. You can't turn around and say,
that speaks to the temperature of the network over there, though, because I knew it had to be men behind it. I fucking knew it had to be men behind all that.
Absolutely, all the
kind of men that like to see a girl get hit. The type of men that like to see a girl get hit is behind that shit. I rest my case. We got one more video. We're gonna play Aaron the Plumber, and then that's the videos that I have for you guys today. So he said they tried to
Greek mythology. Greek mythology is demonic in a real way. Bradesky, I didn't set up, bruh. What piqued my interest, right? Zeus Network changed my name from Pied Piper to Pipe. No, from Pipe Piper, right? Yeah. They said Pipe.
Yeah, Pipe Piper.
Because I'm a licensed plumber.
Yeah.
They changed it to Pied Piper, right? So that sparked my interest. I said, what the f is a Pied Piper? Yeah. Why the are they calling me that? Right? So I Googled Pied Piper. The Pied Piper is Greek mythology. A guy that led 130 children to their death. Yeah. And only 3 survived. One was dumb, one was deaf, one was blind. You feel me? And one survived because they went to go get their coat. You feel me? When the Pied Piper was leaving, and they came back and the Pied Piper was gone. So 4 children survived. Out of 130, so I'm thinking like, what the? Why would these people? But I didn't really knocked out sex offenders, nigga. On my mama, the nigga didn't really kick these teeth out their mouth in prison. You know what I'm saying? Why the would they my name with some sex offender pedophilia? You feel me? That's what I'm thinking. So that shit consumed my every thought. And after I started investigating the Greek mythology, I noticed that all the contestants on the Zeus Network show had Greek mythology names that trace back to Greek mythology. It's demonic.
Okay. What's up, audience? That was Aaron the Plumber from the Zeus show. It's called this is also not a sponsored fucking podcast or video from there, but listen, that show is called Two Ways with Erica Mena. He was the star on that show, and I just wanted to play that video for you guys because I really respect when people come out and have the courage. He said he's being followed and everything right now. People from that network have died. You know what I'm saying? Like this kind of the rabbit hole go kind of deep. Like they really are claiming that it's some evil stuff. So I just want to give some respect to, you know, somebody speaking out and trying to tell like what they feel their experience was back on Zeus. And somebody in the comments though saying he still tried to sneak back on there, and that's kind of suspect. But everybody comes back. Look at Diamond the Body. She just talking about how her tooth is gone and she's busted out and she's just so done. But then she's back over there at the network getting a check. So I think it's
so
about
what is this supposed to be like? The boogeyman is making them come back, or I don't know.
No, it's the money. It's just the money. It's just manipulation. Like they lie about stuff. Like they want it. Right. They'll lie. They'll pay you so much money. This is what I've heard. Like they'll just make sure that they get that content they want.
But aren't you supposed to automatically think that they're lying to you? That's the reason why you have to lawyer up. You know what I mean? So if I go to a place and go and apply for a job, I'm not going to bring a lawyer with me. Right. So it's a purpose of you bringing the lawyer. You know what gets me? I don't know. Sometimes I can be a little direct, and sometimes, ladies, sometimes I may say some things that you may not like. I'm not an A-man type of female at all.
You ain't gotta like it, bitch. No.
The name
it's not radio. I just have to go there sometimes, okay? Like
right. The name of the network is Zeus. Go figure that everything is Greek. I don't know. Maybe some people are in the line of business that I believe that the people from Zeus didn't really have the experience. They were just throwing things out there and see what sticks. And you had some collaborations, and then one person was just smarter than the others. You know what I mean?
Oh no, the guy at the top didn't know nothing. The one that was telling the story, that sounded like how business is built. Like, okay, we found this person, we found that person. Like he's dropping big names. Like even Snoop Dogg was a part of some of it. So it's like several people on this project, like trying to put things into it. And that's what gets scary for me about projects, because I work in entertainment too. So of course, like, you know, like that's what's scary to me about doing anything altogether, like with people when it comes to like creative and money at the same time. Yeah, like bringing things to the table. It's like it has to be on paper the way y'all are going to split it up. If you know that it's potential for millions of dollars, you can't just assume like, oh, when people are rich, they're going to do what's right. Not necessarily. Like, I feel that a lot of people would. Like, if you just got enough, like a lot of people, hopefully you surround yourself with good people and you feel that, you know, when you try to give somebody something, pay somebody for a favor, they say, no, it's okay. And it's just kind of like that kind of thing to where it's a back and forth. And it's just.
Well, are they really getting paid that much money?
But that's not true.
Yeah. Are they getting paid that much money? You know what I mean? Are they really getting paid that much money? Are they getting reality TV money?
Oh, the guy at the top is doing whatever he wants to do. He's bribing people. He's buying cyber trucks. He's, you know, buying the girls' bags. He got his couple of girlfriends on deck. He punching them in the eyes, but
well, that's I guess. I guess.
It's 9:50. We getting ready to wrap the show up. And I think that we'll flow a little bit better next week. I think this was a great show today. Actually, it was very informative. You know, we just testing some things out, seeing what kind of games we want to play, what kind of fun we want to have, what kind of conversational tone we want to do. So, like we said, you can follow me on all of my platforms. I'm Anni Loc, ANNI space LOC. King's Castle ENT is the website where you can find the movies and stuff that I play in. If you're looking for my merch, my store is called The Pink Cafe. We are going into an online department store. The Pink Cafe is the name of my Instagram. So that's at Anni Loc Beauty. And, you know, you can find the slippers and all the stuff I got. I got beauty products, everything that a woman could, you know, possibly want and need for herself.
And I want to thank you guys for coming out. Yeah, this is a trial run for us. We're trying to fill it out, trying to, you know, see what. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything, let us know. Thank you so much, Walter, for staying. I'm trying not to be too up in the uproar because there's two females on here. We're trying to, you know, do a little positivity on top of informative information as well. But you guys can always hit us up on Maybe I Can't Relate. That's can't without the apostrophe in it. On Facebook. We're on Instagram as well. And if you want to have a private conversation, you can find me at Mama T. Let's Talk About It on Instagram and also Facebook. And you can find Anni Loc on Facebook as well. I think that the show came out okay. I mean, considering, you know, that it's our first time and without Zoe being there with us, without us kind of battling back and forth with him.
I'm really used to him being there. Like, I'm a little bit shy, but I was a little bit like, I'm just used to being on air with him. I'm not a shy person, I don't think. But I do have social anxiety, so.
Nah, you good. You good. Thank you so much, Miss Kanisha. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna try to, and if you guys have any suggestions or anything that you guys want us to talk about, you know, just hit us up and let us know. We're going to try to get up there next week and try to get some juicy news for you guys next week. And we're going to do more about different things that's going on in the world for us women. And if you guys want us to talk about any type of beauty things or anything like that, because Miss Annie is real good with that, she can give you some tips on some hair, some skin products, and I could just give you the overall all over woman positivity.
And she can always test them for you too. So if you got products, you know, we accept all of that kind of stuff. We accept clothing, we accept products. This is a woman's podcast. We're very open to sponsorships and stuff like that. And like I said, we got a theme every week. We're going to talk a little bit of fashion every week. But most of all, you know, we're going to talk about whatever we feel like talking about. So let's bring it back over to you, Mama T. Like, what do you want to tell these ladies? Because I want y'all to make sure I want to give a shout out to you, your page. Let's talk about it. Mama T, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, or is it Mama T?
It's Mama T, let's talk about it. And then you can also find Let's Talk About It, Mama T. I don't know how I got 2 pages, but it is what it is. But it's Mama T, Let's Talk About It. And you can also find me at Tasha Steele-Bullock on Facebook as well. And on Instagram as well. I just want to, you know, I don't know. I think for the last 8 years, my life has really did a traumatic change in my life, right? And I basically tried to venture out into this world of dating. And I tried to give someone husband privileges, right? But at the same time was kind of held back a little bit at the same time and kind of watching. But as I was going through that journey, you know, because I wasn't really invested, I found that us women, we do not value each other. We do not value ourselves. I feel that we are running around trying to make someone else happy. We are forgetting who we are. And then we'll turn around and look at that one and say, oh, it was you. And then we'll start believing all this women not being submissive. And then you start going through this vicious cycle, and all the while, the men are sitting back like, yeah, we got them now. Oh yeah, I can tell her everything. But then this one, I'm not going to tell her nothing. Have you guys ever thought, and I'm talking to the women, have you guys ever thought, why would he hide from one and tell you everything? Now, what we get it mixed up in, we tend to think that the one that, because he's telling me everything, that I'm the one that he really wants, right? Absolutely not, honey. The one that he's hiding from is the one that he really wants.
That's the one he's scared to. That's the one he's scared to lose.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so what I say to us women is that what we need to do is we need to start valuing ourselves. I mean, this is really major for me. This is something that I really want to get on a bullhorn, because I see too many of us that are settling and allowing these men to be able to get away with it, with these words. They want you to be like mama, but it ain't no pawpaws out there. They want you to be submissive.
They want you to be the peanut butter, and they not the fucking jelly. They want you to be the bologna, and they not the mayonnaise. They want you to be the light, and they not the dark. Wait, they are the dark, and the motherfuckers real black. You know what? You know what? I like them dark. Hold on. Wait, we talking about coffee? What we were saying? I forgot. I'm sorry. See, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm boy crazy, but
you said. But yeah, you know, like they said, but you know what? You're right. Black men, but you know what? You're right. Black men don't cheat. You know what they do? They get away with it. They don't have to cheat if they got somebody on the side that's willing to stay on the side and wait.
Oh, I need sound effects.
That's not cheating. Yeah, that's not cheating. Right. The only one that said,
don't get mad at us. Take it out on God. That's because y'all women teamed up with the government to get us out the house so y'all can creep. See, these are the men trying to infiltrate our show right now.
Old news. That's old news. That's old news, brother. That's old news. Most of us are not on welfare anymore, sir. So no, that's
we
old news.
Food stamps. No, I'm just playing.
That part. But you know, the thing is this. One thing that we have to stop doing is things like that. You see what he just said? Because we are allowing them, honestly, we are allowing them to be able to get away with all of this because we are so, oh, well, why you feel like that towards me? Oh, why don't you this and why don't you that? It's ridiculous. We need to start valuing ourselves, and valuing yourself. It would allow them to have no other choice but to value us. That's just the way I look at it.
So we're going to give out a lot of tips. I'm going to throw y'all some tips on the Instagram and in the Maybe I Can't Relate group all through this week. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a women's podcast and a women's group. Like, I definitely want y'all to feel great about yourself. I want y'all to have value for yourself and move like you have value for yourself. And some people just don't know what that means. Like when you tell somebody love yourself, some people don't even know what you mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Spend time with yourself. Like, what would you do for a loved one? Be nice to yourself. Speak nicely. They don't understand. So you really have to break it down into the actions that you can take, you know, and definitely, like the art of seduction is like a game for real. Like you are not supposed to be chasing a man. You're not supposed to be, I don't believe in trying to even impress a man. You should be impressive in general.
That's not her. Walter, mind your business.
So Walter said, how is Annie in the chat and on the show? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. I'm wondering how I got down there.
That's right. But you know what, though? I want to say, Hood Deals, you are right. There are a lot of women that cheat. You know why? Because there's more of us. There's more of us out there than anything. And I just feel like shouldn't nobody cheat. I mean, that's just I feel like we're all adults. We're all grown, be honest. I was in a situation. I found out about it. I was gone in 4 days. It was just that simple.
Make sure y'all tune in with us and be gone in 3 days. Be gone in 5. Be gone in a week.
I mean, you can't make somebody like you.
Y'all for tapping in with us at the time, Mama T. Say bye to the people. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Come see us next week and follow the groups.
You can follow the groups. Maybe I can't relate.
We talking about this is no, we
My
know where to do that. Ain't
gosh.
no-
You have reached the end of this All Women's podcast. Maybe I can't
Right.
relate. Maybe I can't relate.